some people say that if Tether collapsed, everyone would be rushing to get out of Tether so fast that the price of other cryptocurrencies would actually go up, because there's, I think at last check, there was 2 billion Tethers. So
Wow.
they're saying, people are saying they should have $2 billion in a bank somewhere ready to go. And so I've actually read an article as well that said the only way that you can have a stable coin is to back it 1-to-1 with the underlying asset.
Absolutely. That's how you create a stable economy.
Yes. So, and I think that's the only way to do it going forward with crypto, anything to do with blockchain or crypto. That is the way to do it. You have to have it backed 1-to-1.
Yeah.
The problem with Tether is if people lose trust in it, so either they're lying about how much money they have, or, you could say, hey, we've got $2 billion, right? But then also what's the idea is that they buy it Tethers back, right, with dollars to keep the price at $1. However, what if they just stop buying, right? So if they have the $2 billion, they sell all the Tethers, the worry is if they just stop buying it, then the Tethers become worthless, right?
Correct.
However, if we think about what the currency that we have, right? You have your pounds, right?
Right.
And it's like, what can you get for your pounds? Well, you can use it for all these goods and services and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But people always talk about intrinsic value, right?
Yes, that's what I was going to mention.
Yeah. And so it's like, if you have all the money in the world, what can you do with it if you can't buy stuff with it, right? If everyone's in Britain stopped accepting the pound as payment for goods and services, then your bits of paper will be worth nothing, right?
Correct.
So money,
it's a trust.
Exactly.
Money is trust.
So the money that we have, the fiat currency that we have, is based on trust. It's based on just the idea of continuing to be able to use it for
And the
what you want to
story.
do in your life.
Correct.
Because there's a lot of other efforts to create stable coins, right, by lesser known people. Some people are doing it algorithmically. So like we'll have an algorithm to do trading so that we don't need to back it 1-to-1 with assets or whatever. Like there's all different approaches, but the idea of a stable coin is to keep it pegged to a certain price in fiat, right? There's another one called backed as well, which is BAKKT, which people have been talking about. So there's all these efforts. The thing about stable coins is if they fail, then that is going to be when people invest in something like a risky venture or an ICO or something, right? Which is like something they're taking on risk. This is something where it might fail. People, if you're investing in tech startups, you're like, there's a high chance of failure here, right? So it's certainly very risky compared to other investments. If you put your money in something which is supposed to stay exactly the same and then it fails, then that,
it destabilizes trust.
Exactly. That's going to be way worse. So, it's going to be interesting to see how these stable coins play out. And I think that the end goal, the kind of play here is probably to increase trust and increase the chance of working with probably regulators and governments.
That makes sense.
We'll see.